Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, November 16th. Well, we have a significant rain event here in the Mid-Atlantic region. It's really the first one of the month. In fact, the month of November so far was quite dry before this rain event, with less than a tenth of an inch of rain in Washington, Philadelphia, and New York. But many areas will get an inch or even more from this particular system over the next 24 hours or so. There's actually two separate waves riding up along the front. The first wave will affect us today and tonight, and the second wave into the early part of Thursday as it finally pulls off the East Coast by Thursday afternoon, which will allow for colder and drier air to move in to close out the work week. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. First of all, we have a frontal system that's sitting right along the Mid-Atlantic region, extending all the way back down towards the Gulf. Low pressure is developing on the southern part of this frontal system, and again it will ride right up along this front over the next 24 to 48 hours, and actually two separate lows will develop. The first wave affecting us over the next 12 to 24 hours, and then the second wave tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, there's some severe thunderstorm development here down in the southern part in the Gulf of Mexico region. There can be severe thunderstorms later on this afternoon across places like Mississippi and Alabama. And this is fueling the energy for the development of this low pressure area, which will become a significant rain event for the Mid-Atlantic region. Well, here's the latest nationwide IR satellite loop, and just a whole corridor of moisture here in the eastern part of the country, and down here again by the Gulf of Mexico, some severe thunderstorms are breaking out. Quite a healthy system. This again, a frontal system just rides is sitting right along this area here, and all this moisture is riding up along this boundary zone. And the rain will be heavy at times, both today as well as tonight, and into tomorrow morning there's a good chance of showers as that second wave develops and moves on right along that same frontal boundary. Not until this clearing comes in tomorrow afternoon will we return to some sunshine. It will be colder, however. In fact, temperatures for the most part tomorrow afternoon and Friday afternoon will be confined to the 40s in the Mid-Atlantic region, much cooler than it's been over the recent couple of days. The latest radar loop, and it's quite impressive. There's some showers already across Washington and Philadelphia and headed towards the New York City region by the midday hours. And on its heels, maybe a little bit of a break in the action later on today, but then a resumption of some decent rain, as there's quite a bit of rain all the way back down to the Gulf states, and all this has to ride up to the north and east right through the Mid-Atlantic region. No doubt a rainy day on Wednesday, a midweek soaker, the heaviest rain event of the month so far. Here's a computer forecast map for this evening. Again, quite a bit of precipitation right here, right over us here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Meanwhile, I can see the blue line here representing the advance of the colder air, and that will be quite noticeable by tomorrow afternoon. Colder air will wrap in behind these systems tomorrow afternoon and continue to be quite chilly on Friday, but then another warming trend develops over the weekend, similar to last weekend. And the weekend looks quite nice, actually, with probably the 50s on Saturday and the 60s on Sunday. Here's a GFS map for tomorrow morning, and a second wave here is kind of enhancing the precipitation threat right into the morning hours tomorrow. The first wave moves on by later on today, but there is a second wave that will prevent the clearing from occurring until tomorrow afternoon. So there can be some rain heavy at times today and tonight, and then some lingering showers into the morning hours tomorrow. Finally, tomorrow afternoon looks like we'll get a return to some sunshine, but the cold northwest winds will develop, and temperatures will be mainly confined to the 40s tomorrow afternoon as well as on Friday. Well, in terms of precipitation amounts for this significant rain event, this is the GFS model output for the entire storm, and many areas here are over an inch by the time all is said and done by tomorrow afternoon. Now, interestingly, in Philadelphia, this could very well put us over the top for the wettest year on record, at least a modern era record, which was set in 1996. We're very close to that now, and I imagine this storm here will put us over the top. The all-time record, there's unofficial reports of the record being just after the Civil War, in about 1867, and actually we're not too far away from that right now. We're closing in on the record, which is over 56 inches, and the all-time record is 61 inches if you count that 1867. But again, this storm looks like it'll put us over the top for the modern wettest year ever in Philadelphia. Well, that's it for now. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.